They have not taken real responsibility for the content circulating on their platforms.
In a major crackdown on fake news, Singapore tabled a bill against online falsehoods in Parliament last week. The Protection from Online Falsehoods and Manipulation Bill empowers ministers to ask platforms to issue corrections or take down false information. In extreme cases, proposed sanctions include fines of up to 1 million Singapore dollars or about $740,000 US and jail time of up to 10 years. Social media giants like Facebook, Google, and a coalition representing internet and tech companies in Singapore have expressed concern over some of the bill's proposals. The bill has also come under severe criticism from some journalists and activists who fear that the draft law could stifle online discussion and freedom of speech. Phil Robertson is the Deputy Asia Director for Human Rights Watch. He has questioned the broad provisions that the bill sets out.
There's no really clear definition about what is false or misleading. What are the criteria for the determination by the minister? It's not set out in law. Essentially, the minister has a huge grant of authority to determine this. So it's an overbroad bill, it's draconian, it's rights abusing. It goes far beyond what is required to deal with fake news in Singapore.
Eugene Tan is an associate professor in Singapore Management University's School of Law. He believes it's the implementation of the law that matters.
There is this internal check and balance, so it's not a situation of the minister being able to say, I don't like this piece of reporting, so I'm going to, use my powers and clamp down. Implementation would be one where the government would want to get it right. And that, to me, is another form of check and balance, right? Because they want to be able to defend, their action in the courts, in Parliament, and to the public.
Media and business intelligence firm Meltwater analyzed online sentiments during the first week after the bill was introduced. Their data reveals that 68.5% of the sentiment was negative, as opposed to 10.8% being positive.
It's not negative in the sense that it's negative against the law itself, it being introduced. I think the negativity is more along people's concern. So when people are concerned, they have a lot of opinion and they use words that are negative to describe that.
Amid the criticism, Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong defended the draft law by calling it a significant step forward. There have been strong arguments both for and against the proposal of the new bill. But one thing that both sides seem to agree on is that there is a need for strong legislation to control the menace of false news in the digital space. Miro, CGTN, Singapore.